Yes, indeed. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the program. Thanks. Great radio stations across the land. Newsmax TV, iHeartRadio, JoePags.com. It is the Joe Pags Show, and we are very happy to have you here. And it happens to be a Thursday. And I'm feeling all right. Uh-huh. Say what? Now, if you're not familiar, we actually sing on Thursday. And by we, I mean I. Carrie refuses to sing for the people.
They don't want to hear me sing.
They actually do.
They don't want to hear you sing either. But
That's not true. This is the
true.
number one rated.
I've talked to people.
This is the number one rated version of the program every week. It's the Thursday version, especially at the beginning of the first and second hours when I sing. You can lie to yourself all you want.
Show me the info. Yeah, not buying that one.
In denial. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to say, let's go. It's how we do. It's how I do. I'm not feeling too good myself. Man, I'd love some harmony if you got it. I don't know if you have it. Feeling all right. People on TV going, what's he doing? I'm not feeling too good myself. All right, that part of the harmony wasn't great, but whatever. At least I bring it for the people.
Yeah, that you do.
Well, let me tell you something. You know, because you think you're onto something and you're not. I'll tell you this. And by the way, Carrie is my news anchor, great news anchor. General pain in the ass otherwise.
Yeah, okay.
But I'll open up the Twitters. I'll open up the Facebooks. I'll do all that stuff, man. Just go to joepags.com, JOEPAGS.com. If you want me to stop singing, I will.
No.
If the majority of people tell me to stop singing on Thursday, I will stop singing on Thursday. I'll do it.
They're not going to say it, though.
If you love it,
way too
and
nice.
if it gets you going on a Thursday, heading into the weekend, then tell me that too. And maybe a hashtag back off Carrie. And it's CARI,
No,
by the way.
please don't.
CARI. Back
not
off.
start that hashtag, no.
Back off Carrie.
No,
So there you go. Lots going on today. We'll get into the Podesta emails. We'll get into Donald Trump, where he's campaigning. We'll get into the very latest on the race for the White House, certainly. But I would be remiss, and I don't listen to other talk shows. Maybe a little bit here, a little bit there. Listen to a little bit of Hannity today. You know, a little bit. But in general, I don't listen much. Because I want to do my own thing when we get on the radio. There aren't a whole lot of other talk shows singing, if you want to call it singing. And many would call it singing, Carrie. So you just back off. Hashtag back off Carrie.
Hashtag. Stop it with that.
Do the hashtag.
No, you're going to start it. Stop it.
Back off Carrie. It's got to be trending any second now.
I'm sure it'll be.
But, you know, you would expect 5 days before the election, let's just dive in, and here are the numbers, and here are the things. We'll do all that. But I want to start out with the World Series. I want to start out with the World Series. Now, did you watch this Game 7 last night?
Yes, we did.
The entire
My
thing?
husband's a big Cubs fan. The entire thing, yes.
Because that's late for you.
I know. It was really, really late. I was very tired. But it was worth it. It was so exciting.
I didn't realize until the last minute. Full disclosure. Huge baseball fan. Didn't watch one game this year. There were no protests that I was mad at. I just got busy. Didn't do it. I actually have the channel, the Yes Network, so I can watch my Yankees every game. I can watch didn't watch any games. I couldn't give you the Yankee roster right now. That's how out of the loop I am, which is very different for me. I can give you the 1979 or 1978, 1977 Yankees roster, but not today's roster. So not a big baseball guy this year, although I still love the game. When I heard that it had gone to 7 games, and I know that Cleveland was up 3-1, and it went to 7 games. The Cubs tied it 3-3. They're in Cleveland last night, Jacobs Field, now called Progressive Field or something. And I'm watching this going, wow, this is one hell of a game. Carrie, are you like me? Did you feel just for a second that all this political stuff could just take a break?
Yeah, you forgot about it because the game was so exciting last night. And I'm not a really big baseball fan. Like I said, my husband loves it. He loves that team.
Yeah.
But it was really exciting, and you forgot about all those stupid politics.
Well, we forgot about it until the commercial break, because every commercial break was Hillary Clinton is the devil. Donald Trump hates women. You know, it was every single time. But if you could close your eyes and just put your fingers in yours and go na 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 until the commercial was over, you had a really great baseball game.
It was nice.
You see how many people watched that game?
I didn't see the numbers. How many?
40 million people.
Wow.
Huge ratings for the World Series. Game number 7. The Chicago Cubs, for those who don't know, hadn't won the World Series since 1908. So 108 years later, they win the World Series again. Michael J. Fox a little while ago went on Facebook and said, yeah, great job, Cubbies. You missed it by a year. Because I guess in Back to the Future, Part 3 or something, they predicted that the Cubs would be playing in the World Series in 2015. Not 2016.
Wow.
Yeah. So it really something. It was great to watch it. I know some of the players, not that many of them. I'm familiar with both coaches. And, man, they just did an amazing job. You're watching that game thinking the Cubs have it. Oh, crap, Cleveland caught up. Oh, no, they took the lead. Look at this, the Cubs, that.
It was so close the whole way.
It was absolutely refreshing. It was enjoyable. And for a while, they took one wide shot outside of the baseball field. And it was kind of cool because right next to that is Quicken Loan Center. And as you know, I went to the convention in Cleveland this past July, and we walked right past that fence and looked into the baseball field every day when we walked by. So it's really kind of a cool little consortium of buildings and just activities and entertainment there. So I'm watching it, and you saw thousands of people who I guess couldn't get tickets or couldn't get in or whatever outside jumping up and down in unison like a bunch of maniacs every time Cleveland did anything. Then they would go to Chicago and show inside the pub or the bar or outside of Wrigley Field. I mean, and they were jumping up and down and going crazy. It was jubilation. And I don't think anybody said, oh, man, this is great. So you're going for Trump or Clinton? What are you doing? I don't think anybody was doing that last night. I don't think anybody cared.
Baseball.
You know what I mean? I don't think anybody cared. And I would love to get into that setting at some point. I just don't think anybody cared.
It was nice
and
while it lasted.
It was really nice. Now, for the next 5 days, it's going to be nothing but in your face. And WikiLeaks has Podesta emails number 28 that have dropped now, and Donald Trump is out there stumping on that, and Ted Cruz is out stumping for him, and we got all this stuff going on. But for just a moment, we got a respite. For just a moment, we get to get away from it all. And I got to tell you, man, thank you to the Cubs, thank you to the Indians for giving us one hell of a great game, and one great reason to just drop all this angst and stress, by the curb. For just a few hours, though, because right after that, what's going to happen now? But it was really. Did your kids? Because your kids go to bed earlier. Were they able to stay up for it too, or not?
Oh no! They were in bed long time before they went.
What a mean mom.
Long time. I know. I'm so mean, right? On a school night.
This is a true story. When we only had 3 networks, way back in the day, we had 3 networks, and there was some parent-teacher thing, and my father normally would not go to these things. But my mother and father both went this year, and I don't remember who was playing or even what year it was. It had to be sometime in the 70s or early 80s. And actually, it had to have been in the 70s. And we were at the parent-teacher night, which was, what a dumb thing to have a parent-teacher night when the World Series is on.
Oh,
because when there were 3 networks, I mean,
scheduling issue.
Everybody in America was watching it. So they would actually give us updates over the intercom in the classroom. For those wondering about the World Series, the Yankees, blah, 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 but then Cincinnati Reds, blah. And that was, again, everybody was just completely into it. Did they not? Would they have stayed up had it ended on time, or they were going to go to bed early anyway? They don't really care.
Oh, they were going to go to bed early.
Did they care?
Yeah. No, they're really not big baseball fans right now.
Football guys.
Very much into football, yes.
All right. I just thought, listen, for a little while last night, we could all just breathe a little bit. It didn't matter what the guy next to you thought about transgenders or gay marriage or military buildup or WikiLeaks or who's alleging what sexual assault. None of that mattered for just a bit. Just to sliced off a little bit of America. And think about it. Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie. It used to be a Chevrolet commercial, but I'll throw Chevrolet in there because I like Chevy. It was just a slice of Americana for a minute, where everybody is complaining about America this and America that, and we're horrible people, and how do we do this, and we took the land, and we did the enslaved people. We have all this stuff that's always just in the back of our minds is just angst-filled. And for a little while we went, you know what? No other country on earth would be sitting around into this game as much as we are right now. And this is something that is solely ours. Now, I'm sure somebody will say, no, you stole it from cricket, which was in England, and the English stole it from the South Africans or stole it from the Indonesians. No, stop it. For a little while, we got a chance to enjoy the game, got a chance to enjoy our families, got a chance to enjoy the company, and got a chance to really get excited about what was going on in this game. And you know what? Good for you, Cubs. Very good for you. 1-800-383-9624. 1-800-383-9624. Donald Trump over 50% in one poll And it's a poll of people who are certain they'll vote for one candidate or the other. We'll talk about that. I already mentioned it, but who's out there on the stump with him today? And at the bottom of the hour, I'm going to give you a little something on voter suppression and voter ID, because the president was out yesterday talking about how, I don't know, in North Carolina, they tried to suppress your votes, and you got to go out and vote, or else those who would suppress your votes end up winning anyway or something. Enough already. I'm going to give you a little something, PAG style, a little something on voter ID and on voter suppression or lack thereof in this country today. 1-800-383-9624, joepags.com. Stay right here.